Okay, so you're over 50. You woke up probably this morning, muscles felt a little stiff. You started walking around, joints could have started hurting. Maybe even your back is hurting, maybe all three. And worse yet, you look in the mirror and you gained about 10 or 15 pounds in your life. Life sucks, right? No! People will tell you this is part of the aging process. I'm telling you, this is part of a lifestyle that you have created, and you can change it. In fact, today, what I'm going to talk about are the three most crucial things that you can change starting today that can make a difference in your life and make you feel at least 10 years younger. And isn't that what we always wanted? So, don't forget, subscribe down below, ring the bell so you can get more of these videos. And as always, leave comments so that I can help you on this journey. Today I'm looking at my analytics and I realized to my surprise that 90% of you are watching my videos, but you haven't subscribed to my channel. And I realize there's a little bit of a fear here, but the point is that for you to feel better, for you to feel younger, you have to subscribe and be committed to what you're doing here. Watching one video of me, or anybody for that matter, is not going to change your life just like that. It takes a little bit of a commitment for you. And the thing is that once you hit that subscribe button down below, now the algorithms know that you're interested in videos like I put out, and it will send you more of those that you can follow to help build and improve your life. So the choice comes down to, do you really want to improve your life? And again, I'm a guide. I can share some things with you, but ultimately, you really have to make the decision to do that. So I'm hoping that you'll subscribe down below, ring the bell so that you can get more videos that can help you improve your life, and let's start enjoying life. Thank you. Welcome back to the Muscle Repair Shop. I remember when I was 49, getting ready to turn 50, and all my friends said to me, "Oh, you just wait till you turn 50. Things will start to hurt you've never felt before in your life." And I was thinking, oh my gosh, if this is real, maybe I should just kill myself so that I don't have to face that dread at 50. And when I turned 50, I remember waking up that morning and I got up and I got out of my bed, I'm moving all around and I'm thinking, well, this doesn't feel any different than yesterday. This is great. And so as time went on from 50 to 51, 52, I'm thinking, wait a minute, I didn't get all these aches and pains. I don't feel stiff. I'm not gaining weight. In fact, I'm actually lost a little bit of more weight. And then my friends would laugh and they'd say, well, you wait till you're 55. At 55, you're going to feel all these aches and pains. Well, my point is, I went through 55. I went through 60. And in fact, at 60, I actually lost 30 pounds. But I did these things because of three little secrets that I learned a long time ago, like 20 years ago, about what you need in your body and in your mind to be able to help you improve your life and literally slow down that aging process that everyone talks about. You don't have to wake up in pain. You don't have to feel the way that you feel, but you gotta do these three things no matter what. So let's dive in and let's get started. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to fuel our body the right way, which means number one, nutrition or diet, however you'd like to say it. But let's stick with nutrition. So when you're looking at your body and trying to help it live better, when you eat ultra-processed foods, you eat a lot of breads and pastas and white potatoes and foods that are from fast food stores and box stores and so forth, you are creating inflammation throughout your body, including your brain. That inflammation in your brain can give you brain fog. It can make you feel like you can't remember things as good as you did last year or 5 years ago. It inflames your joints, which makes your joints feel stiff and terrible. It inflames your spine. It inflames your organs so things don't work as well. And actually, they've shown that with inflammation is a leading cause of cardiovascular disease. It's a leading cause of dementia. It also can lead into things like cancer, for instance. So if we can reduce the inflammation in our body, we can help ourselves tremendously in how we live our lives. So what do you do with that? That means you want to eat more green vegetables, or vegetables in general, but green leafy vegetables are real important because they're a massive source of calcium going into your body. Protein. Most people in America do not take in enough protein to make up for the muscle mass. And what you want from the protein is to help you build that muscle mass. We'll get into exercise later, but the protein you need in your body so that you can build that muscle mass. And what that does is that it literally fuels itself from things like glucose that helps you keep your body weight and maintain a good body weight. Plus, by being able to use your muscles more, you're increasing the density of your bones as well. And then you'll have simple carbs, and these again are the breads, the pastas, and white rices. The thing is that we don't need the amount that we're eating. And so it's important that you do that. So when I lost 100 pounds back in 1998 and then another 30 pounds in 2020, what I did when you looked at my plate, 75% of my plate would be vegetables, which includes salads as well. Another 20% would be my proteins, which in my case was meat. And the last 5% was a simple carb. And so once I got to the weight that I wanted to be, I shifted my plate to where 65% of my plate was vegetables, 30% of my plate was protein, and then 5% of my plate was simple carbs. Now, the importance of this is just, here's what I'm gonna tell you. By just losing weight, if you don't build that muscle back, if you get to a certain point of losing weight, your body will start consuming your muscle tissue. And that can lead to things like sarcopenia, which is loss of muscle, and that leads to loss of bone as well. So the second thing that I want you to do is exercise and movement. Now, I'm not talking about going to the gym and being a bodybuilder. You certainly could go to the gym and work out, but you don't need to lift 400 pounds. It's like people go to the gym and they think they need to overdo everything. And really and truly what you're trying to do is make yourself stronger, give yourself more stamina to be able to help. Now, many times people go to the gym thinking they're gonna lose weight if I just run miles and miles and miles and miles. The truth is, that doesn't work so well. So again, you can do cardio, which helps your cardiovascular system, and that's true, but by building your muscle mass, what you'll find is you'll lose weight much faster by having the muscles that consume a lot of the glucose that you take in. Keep in mind that if you're eating foods that really spike your glucose, it's also spiking your insulin, and by doing that, it's gonna cause your brain to store fat in the midsection here. And that's what we're trying to get away from, right? So we wanna do this thing right. And what I'm telling you is from my own personal experience myself, and that's how I was able to lose the belly fat. I mean, believe it or not, at one point I had almost a 47-inch waistline. I mean, that was huge. When people would see me, I would pretty much fill up a door. But my point is that as you do these things, you start to incorporate that good diet and incorporate the exercise. Then what you'll do is you'll start to feel a lot better and want to do more things. And that leads me to number 3. We can't forget about the brain. So when we look at our brain is what they call neuroplastic, where in other words, it's malleable. In other words, as you learn more things and do things that are different from what you've done before, the brain actually responds in a healthy way. So we've got the diet, which is reducing inflammation. We've got the exercise, which is helping to increase your blood flow, oxygen levels, and so forth. So your brain now is firing on all cylinders. Now is the time to start changing old bad habits that are costing you here. Sitting in front of a TV or watching screens all day long, not getting up and walking. When you go to a grocery store, park at the end of the parking lot, walk your way in. But the thing is that you have to get into your brain that I've got to change what I'm doing. And by learning new things, reading about the foods that you're eating, reading about the exercises that you're doing, really think about what it is you want to change in your life to make it better for you is key to make this happen. When you're learning new things, you become sharper, you have better, more interesting conversations, and you start to see that some of the ways that you were thinking in the past and some of the habits that you had in the past were just not serving you. And what I want you to do is to start changing those old bad habits, changing those old bad thoughts so that you can start to change your life. And I'm telling you, when you do, you'll wake up. I mean, what would it be like to wake up and not be tired? What would it be like to be able to do whatever you want at 50, 60, 70 years of age, 80 years of age, and be able to do whatever you want without paying the consequences tomorrow. And I'm telling you, these three things are the major building blocks in getting you into that situation. Many things that you suffer with today could possibly be reversed by doing these three things and being committed to it. This is not something you can do for 21 days. This is something you want to do for a lifetime. And what you'll see over 30, 60, 90 days is how much better you feel. And then when you look back at your photos of you today, you will be amazed. I've done this same thing. I look back at photos and it's like, man, my head was like massive. It was so big. I couldn't believe how big my body looked at the time compared to where I am now. These are things that you can do, but the point is you have to do it. My role here is to be a guide and to share with you the things that I learned, the things that I do to make me as healthy as possible. But ultimately, the person that's going to change your life is only going to be you. No doctor, no therapist, no anybody can do that. So I'm hoping you will do that. So if you like what I've talked about today, please subscribe down below, ring the bell so that you get notified of new videos that are coming out. And as always, leave comments. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know how I can do these things better. And for now, see you. I hope you enjoyed this last video. Be sure to click on the video here to my left and enjoy.